All right, guys. So we had another failed breakout today. So that would give us two red days in a row. We have not seen that in a couple of weeks now, where we have two red days in a row. And today we actually had it. Now, did that really confirm the move down, or are we just consolidating until we have the next leg up? As we go on today, we're gonna check the chart, guys, and see exactly where things might go and where we are. I want to remind everyone, first of all, welcome back. Welcome to the live with Luwep Trading. Coach Lord is here, guys. You know how we do. Thank you for being here once again. If you are somebody who's looking to trade, I want to remind you guys, I'm not your financial advisor. I am not your financial advisor. Nothing I say here is any suggestions for you guys to buy, hold, or sell. If you want to trade, make sure you do your own due diligence or contact a financial advisor. With that being said, on this channel, what we do here is a complete technical analysis breakdown. We don't deal with emotions, we don't do fluffs, we don't do BS. We just focus on what the chart is telling us. All right. Now, again, did we confirm the move? I don't know yet. I don't know yet, and you guys want to see exactly what I'm talking about. So here's what exactly happened today. So we had the MOU with the Iranians expired. We are not talking with them, but good news is there's no bombs dropping as of right now. So that's still a pretty good thing. Now, on the back of the MOU expiring, I mean, an MOU is like a memorandum of understanding, meaning both parties have set some sort of like guidelines, what they're going to negotiate about, and during those times, there's typically peace. There's no fighting, although it has been violated a couple of times. But during those times, there's a period where it's like, okay, we're gonna take a pause and we're going to negotiate. All right. Now the S&P fell again today. The Nasdaq fell today, but the S&P actually dropped a lot harder than the Nasdaq, which was somewhat interesting to me. A lot of people are trying to shift into defensive stocks, but even defensive stocks took a beating, which is like, okay, the only safe haven really was oil today. So oil is still holding strong as of right now. The S&P is still near an all-time high, guys. Still near all-time high, but it got rejected again today. It tried to push higher, got it rejected once again. Now the MACD, the momentum to push higher is actually fading, which is one of the clues I look for to see, hey, are we really getting a reversal? And when you start seeing we're losing momentum, we're getting rejections or having forced breakouts, all these things, and the volume, okay, how's the volume looking? Is the volume lower? So that means there's not enough buyers and things like that. Home Depot reports tomorrow morning. I believe Target on Wednesday and Walmart on Thursday, and the Fed minutes dropped on Wednesday. They are not doing a press conference. It's just going to be the regular meeting. So I'm giving you guys all three signals that would actually confirm a drop for me. We're gonna go into it to see if those are actually there right now. But are they really there, guys? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. But guys, we are going to look into it. We're gonna look into it and see exactly what is going on. We're gonna start with the S&P 500 today. Let's shift over. Starting with the S&P 500. Here we go. Now, I came here. Was that yesterday? Yesterday I came here and I told you guys, once you get to this level, I expected this to go there, but this is where I expected things to go. So we are still okay right now, right? I can just we do this just a little bit so I can have that on the daily. So as of right now, we are still okay because we're still above that trend line. So we are still okay. But we are on shaky grounds because when I'm looking at the daily, I can see we try to break. This is a false breakout, right? So we had that consolidation zone. We broke out. We could not confirm the move. Remember, guys, I always talk to you guys about confirming the actual move. We could not confirm that move. So since the move was not confirmed, that's how you guys can see we ended up having that drop. Okay, there you go. We ended up having that drop. So that's what I'm looking at again. But we have not yet lost our support. Now, if we go in the 2 hours, let's check the 2 hour time frame. What are we looking at? Remember when I was showing you guys and say, hey, this is what may happen or that may happen and so forth. If you really look at that, you will see this is exactly what we are doing. We bounced up, came, bounced, came right to that center line, and right now this is what we're doing again. Actually, let me try to actually go back to where this trend line was initially. If I go in the 2 hours time frame right here, you guys can see exactly where it is. So right now we are getting right on top of that trend line, right on top of it. Now this is what we don't want to see. So if we have this, this is what we don't want to see. If we go back there tomorrow and we get rejected, I will most likely expect to move down. And this is the only thing right now that's holding us. That is our trend line. If we break that trend line, we can expect to go down to 769. That will be the level we would go to 769. All right. Now, okay, as people start coming in, welcome guys, welcome guys. I didn't want to just wait. I wanted to. I have a lot of things to cover, so I wanted to just get on with it, right? I just wanted to get on with it, so we can start going about our day here because there's a lot to cover, and you guys know this is a about a 20 to 30 minutes live typically. But anyway, going right back into it, right? 2 hours doing what? I talked about the MACD. Guess what the MACD is doing? Remember last time I talked to you guys? We had this crazy push. We pushed down. We actually did this. And what did I mention when we got there? Right here, I told you guys we are making a new high. However, the MACD is not cooperating. The MACD is not cooperating because it is so low. And therefore, I felt like we most likely were going to drop. And that's exactly what's ended up playing out. Now, are we going to drop lower? For that to happen, we would need to go into negative territory. So tomorrow, I would want to see a push lower, a retracement back near the center line, and then push down. This is what I want to see, right? This is what I want to see because right now, a lot of bulls are trapped right now. A lot of bulls are trapped right now, and quite honestly, although it may bounce, it's not really a bear trap territory. But we have a lot of people that went long on the S&P 500 or on the Qs. There are a lot of people that went long right now that just stuck and cannot get out. So that is one of the biggest issues that we have. Will these people actually concede tomorrow and say, "Hey, I just don't think this can keep going higher. Therefore, I'm just going to bail. I'm just going to leave." Looking at the 30 minutes, do we see any patterns, right? Because remember when I was telling you guys, this is what I felt like we might put in. We might put in some sort of move like that, right? I thought maybe we could squeeze to go up to this high and touch the top. We actually could not even do that. We could not even do that. And we just fell. And when I looked at it again, I was saying, hey guys, based on what I'm looking at here, this seems a lot like like a bear flag. That's what this looked like, a bear flag, because we could not actually push back up. So that actually played out, and that move has been completed. That is the most important thing. You have to understand when a move is complete. So that means you need to find a new setup. Once that move is complete, you need to find a new setup. Now, is this going to keep going down? Based on what I'm looking at on the daily time frame, the daily right now give us a what? We would say this is an evening star, right? That's a crazy. I mean, that's not even an evening star, but I mean, you can make a case for it with those three candles. But that rejection and then back below resistance and back below support, which is now resistance once again. This is something that is hard, very hard to really trade, especially if you're one of those people who likes to go long. What exactly am I going to look at tomorrow? This is what the first thing I want you guys to do. Find the range. Yesterday's low, today's high, and today's low. You find the range. Now, once you find the range, what exactly do? You have to look to see which part of this do you actually open at, right? So find your 50% retracement. This is what I would do. Okay, so if you find the 50%, so this I'm gonna put that here. This would be your golden pocket, right? Let's see. Closest thing I can get to gold. I'm just gonna use that. All right, don't that is no. What are you giving me? There you go. We're gonna use this. So right there, this is the golden. Oh, actually no. You know what? I measured that wrong, guys. I measured that wrong. This is how you do this. So you have that. Once you have that, here we go. Now, this is your golden pocket. Now I can remove that. I'm going to remove the Fibonacci. This is your golden pocket. Where do we open? If we open right around those areas, what we want to look at is, do we go? We trace back 50% of this candle, get rejected, and push lower. That is one of those possibilities. If we open again, if we also open low, we may just come to today's lows, bounce, and then push higher. So this is where you have to see. You have to have the levels. Those are levels of interest, right? You once you have those levels, it makes your life a lot easier because you already have an idea what might happen, right? I mean, it can break through it. It is a possibility that it breaks through it, and if it breaks through it, hey, you know what? You say, hey, you know what? It breaks through it, so that means that move is going to continue. Like if you break above, pushing higher, you say, hey, I want to go long. Once we've cleared this level, I want to go long. But if we go back into that, if you're somebody who trades very aggressively, you place your put orders right there. As soon as you get there, you do that, and then you just sit and wait. You know, if it gets to here, that you out. All right, so that's one way of doing that. So once you have this, again, it's the same thing for the way up. If we open here a little higher, watch for something possibly like that and push down, um, or something like that, bounce and then push higher. So I just gave you four possibilities, right, of what may happen. Now, if we actually jump and actually open below, what you may see, let's say we open right down here, you may see something like that. We trace and pretty much hit today's low and then push down. This is one of those things you can see a lot. Again, when I say hit it, doesn't mean it make a perfect. It may go a little higher and then it just push down. All right. So what exactly am I talking about? You can see it that way with what happened today, right? So what happened today? We open here, right there. This is where we open. Let me see. Did we get to the golden pocket? Let's see. So if I do this Fibonacci right now, I'm putting you guys on game right now. If I do this Fib, this is the golden pocket right there. That's your golden pocket. Now I remove it. Now what exactly do you see? it retraced right after the market opened. The market opened right there. It acted like it was going to push higher, went to the golden pocket, and then this is the drop, right? So this is what I'm talking about. You find a golden pocket, and sometimes things that happen like that, and then you can see the drop. If you do that again, is it perfect every single time? No, but you have to come with a plan because it may also just gap below, right? We may gap below, but if we got below, what exactly is the trade? The trade is a retracement back and the next leg down. If it completely reverse, it completely reverse. But that's one possibility, and this is the bigger trade that will give you the biggest risk reward ratio. This is pretty much where the momentum is, and that's what we for us who day trade. This is what we're looking for. All right. Now let's go in the QQQ. That's the Nasdaq. What did the Nasdaq do? Remember when I traced this yesterday, guys? Again, this is look at what we did today. This is what we did today. Let's say yesterday, if we draw that yesterday, this was our daily on Friday. That's the top, that's the bottom. That's Friday's high, that's Friday's low. What did we do today? Hold on, actually, hold on. Let me find the golden pocket right there. No, this needs to be like this. There you go. Now we found the golden pocket and we just put that there. This this is my golden pocket. Now what am I looking for here? What exactly happens here? That's the high. Guess what? We actually open above the golden pocket. This is where the market opened, right there. And what did it do? It opened there, it pushed, it ended up at some point pushing higher, test the high, gets rejected, and pushed down. This is what I'm talking about, having a plan and have an idea what may be happening. Now, just for you guys to see exactly the levels, let's fix that. In the Nasdaq, that's the QQQ. We're talking about 729.28 and 734.65. Now we have to find our golden pocket. Since we made a move down, when you join Fibonacci, right? If the move was up, you take it from the way up. If we have a bearish candle, we take it from down and drag it. That's the way. That's the way I was taught to do that by my mentor, and this has not really given me any issue just drawing it that way. Here we go. So now what exactly are we looking at? So now this is sort of like this is our anchor, right? That's our anchor. This golden pocket, that's the golden zone. This is our anchor, and we have this resistance and this support. So if we open lower, watch for possible push. If we open in here, you have to watch for this possible move or this possible move. A move up to that and then reject. If we gap lower, we want to look at this move or move down here, right? Um, but if you see the market open and it just kept on warning without any pullback, I need you guys to be careful. Why? This is where our daily support, that daily support zone used to be resistance. It is very close to it. It is right there. This is where that is. And until now, I'm not going to say we have a change in character for the market yet because you can say this is a bull flag, right? Why would I say this is still a bull flag? Because this move started here, it pushed higher, and guess what? This level right there is being used as support. Every time it comes to this level, it bounced. The past couple of days, it actually bounced. Now, can we actually take it? But even if we do take it, you have to know, you have to be a sniper. You have to find your levels, get in. It gets to a certain point, you get out. The way this market has been moving lately, it has been completely crazy. It's around 9:22 now. So I want to go on a couple of things. Let's see, 2 hour time frame. The 2 hours, what is that showing me? This is our neckline. So this is where we're sitting. This is the neckline. I talked to you guys about that the other day of a possible double top. So this is what we have. And again, why did we have this drop? Remember when I way back then when I talked to you guys about the market does not like to leave gaps. Look at these gaps in the 2 hours. That's the gap. Now that gap is now filled. So can we push below this? We shall see. I think we would need some sort of catalyst for us to be able to push. But remember, this is strong. This is structural support right now. Structural support, even though we have developing a double top. We do have that developing. I want you guys to know that. Excuse me. But we are very close to that support zone. All right. So, what area we're looking at tomorrow that are areas of interest? 731. 731 is very important, and 729. So if we actually go below 729, watch to see if we actually retrace back into that zone. All right, so this is what we have. Again, I gave you guys the levels. I gave you guys what to expect depending on what happens. Again, right now it's not absolutely clear where we might be going tomorrow, because of where we are. We did not make a big move. Look, there's barely any volume today, so there was not a big move that say, hey, you know what, this is where we're going. But all I could do today is give you guys possible moves that can happen tomorrow and how to trade it. Now I wanna. You guys know I'm very open. I'm gonna start with this. So today was it was a bit of a difficult day today. A difficult day in the sense that hey, we are sitting in these things and they are not moving. I'm not very good at being just sitting there being patient and something does not move. Here's the biggest issue. The biggest issue is these things are not moving, but Tether is killing me. Tether is killing me what they are not moving. So Apple is just going to look at that. What is this? What is this? This is like a full week. Like what is this? Nothing. But guess what? The support is still holding, the trend line is still holding. So I'm still holding right now on Apple, but what exactly is happening here? It doesn't make much sense to me. Doesn't make much sense to me. A second one is McDonald's. McDonald's, unfortunately today, guys, unfortunately today, McDonald's really put me on the brink. McDonald's put me on the brink. They have already reported, so I was like, hey, we're not gonna have any bad news or anything or whatever, anything like that. And out of the blue, they came out that hey, Burger King is just kicking their behind right now. Their same store sales drop. They're having a lot of issues. Now, because we actually still held the support level, so I was still in because we held the support level. But here's the issue: any little moves on these things, the value of those options are getting crushed. Not crazy moves, but they are getting crushed, man. And tomorrow is Judgment Day for me. When it comes to McDonald's, we are back to that strong support level. Do we see a bounce at this level, or is it a situation where we have to abandon ship and pretty much get out? I don't like staying this long into anything that takes this long, man. This is just nuts. This is nuts. Next one is ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil shows some promise. Looks like it wanted to actually break above, and then right before the market closed, this thing put in this crazy candle. It puts in this crazy candle. Now I have to bring that a little higher. So now this is our new resistance level. That's our new resistance level. I'm going to bring this up like around here. So we cannot lose this level. We cannot lose this level, because if we do, that means that's a rejection. We're most likely going to go down. But I needed to actually make that push. It needs to make that push. It looks very good. If you look at the MACD is positive and looking like it wants to win, but for whatever reason, it is still taking its sweetest time before it actually does anything. Anything. I mean, this market is just insane, man. Nothing is really getting any type of continuation, so it's just insane. Look at this. This is Reddit. Reddit went from 158 on Friday to as high as 183, and this thing is already back down to 164. Like, this is the kind of nastiness and the kind of choppiness we are dealing with. Next victim, Dollar General. Dollar General. I was so surprised. We're back there again, but I mean, not that surprised given the big rejection we had on Friday. That was a crazy rejection. But we are here. I want to see, are we going to actually push lower on this? Can we confirm that move? But the MACD does not look very good right now. The MACD simply does not look very good because it goes down. I'm not a big fan. I don't like it. If you go in the 4 hours, 4 hours is in negative territory. But here's the good news. Here's the silver lining. Look at that. This low on the MACD did not take out this low. So that means this could do a double bottom and actually just squeeze higher. So we are still holding, we are still in that. And are we going to get, if you look at that also, there's a possibility of us getting some sort of like double bottom. Can we actually have that double bottom develop? That is another thing. Which other stock I wanted to go over once again? I'm not gonna keep reviewing the ones that are long term, guys. When we talk about a stock like Netflix, because Netflix is long term, so I'm just gonna let that be. But let's take a look at the VIX. What exactly is the VIX doing, guys? When the VIX got to this level, what did I say? It got to here. I told you guys, hey, time to buy. It's time to buy some, because this thing can pop, and right now it is at a very very low level, which to me is saying this is a bit dangerous. And look at the 2 hours. The 2 hours have actually crossed up and building momentum. Look at that. Remember that bullish divergence I was talking about? Here we go. It is squeezing higher, and it also actually finally take out that downward trend line, which showing us that, hey, there is a possibility we may actually keep pushing higher. All right. So that's one of those things that we are looking at now. I want to cover something, because one of the things I'm seeing from a lot of people, there's a lot of people that saying, the market was so nasty today, they were not able to do anything and whatever and this and that. Now, was the market nasty today? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. The market was nasty today. Um, I was able to catch a trade. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I was able to catch that. Now, I took two trades on that. The first one was pretty much a break-even trade, and I'm gonna show you guys the next one. You guys already know what we're gonna go with. We are going to go and put this thing on what? Now, remember when I talked about the golden pocket, guys? I talked about the golden pocket. I want you guys to remember that. All right. Uh, there you go. Perfect. I'm gonna put that on replay. This is going to be on replay. So you guys know the indicator that I use, right? Everyone knows it. The indicator I keep talking about. Now let's see how that helped me out today. This is our golden pocket. This is where we're opening, right? This is the golden pocket. Now, you could look at that and see what's happening and say, hey, we've dropped. This seems like, hey, you know what? We're on the way down because we are opening below that center line. So that means we just got below and whatever. So this is what we're gonna do. If we play this, let this go. Now look at that. It went right to that golden pocket and reject. Right there and reject. Yeah, I'll let this play out. So I'll let this play out. There you go. This is our 15-minute range. Now, this one, that's the golden packet for today. All right. So don't count on that. Don't worry about that one. There you go. If I let this play out. Now, this thing today, the market was very, very choppy. You had to be very, very patient. Let me go on the 5 minute. See when this thing is actually going to confirm. Okay, so we got breakout. Uh, okay, now this is confirmed. Now, once it's confirmed, what exactly do I say I do, guys? I go into 1 minute for me to try to get my entry. So this is the entry. That's the entry. If you get in, stop is middle of the range. So your stop is like around, I'll say like right there. That's your stop. So if I just put this in, this is your stop, and let's see what happens. Now, would that have taken you out the entire day? This didn't work. I mean, again, this was one of those days where the market consolidated a lot. You would have to take that trade and just let it play out as long as it plays out. And this is what happened, guys. This is literally what happened. Your entry was around 775. And there it goes. There it goes. Now, if you ask how was I able to take that, that's how. That literally that's how I was able to find that. This is not because I'm doing anything different or anything fancy. This is really just telling me. Now, let's say you were somebody who missed this initial one, the 1 minute signal. You could have went in the 5 minute. It would have also given it to you in the 5 minute, right? You could have still taken that right there, and this is the move. Again, you could have taken that since this morning and just sit in it, and nothing would have happened. Nothing would have happened. You would have not taken you out, and you would have been able to catch that trade. This is how I do that. Again, if you follow me, for those of you guys who watch me all the time, if you are still losing trade and you're not contacting me to get free access, again, it is free access. All right. I don't ask you, I'm not asking you guys for your credit card numbers. I'm not asking you for your social security number. I don't ask for blood. I give you 30 days to try it out for free. Excuse me. Now, imagine if you lost trades today. If you lost trade today, would that have helped you? Or if you couldn't even find a trade, would that have helped you? And if it would have helped you, you can get free access for 30 days. No strings attached. At the end of 30 days, if you don't like it, you don't have to use it. No strings attached. All right. So I just wanted to show you guys that. So this is what we did today. That's how we were able to get the trade that we got today, which was very good in supporting whatever the market decided to do with McDonald's today. So that really helped out a lot. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for being here again. Remember to smash the like button for me. I wish you guys the best. Thank you for everyone that continues to support. I don't know why, guys. It seems like we are getting stuck right at that 24, 2,500 subscribers. It's like we add five today and we lose five tomorrow. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on with that. But for those of you guys that are currently using the indicator that says you enjoy it, you like it, I'm very happy. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. If you have any questions, if you need help or whatever it is, feel free to reach out while you have access to use it, because I do want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to do well. Once again, it's 30 days that you get to use that without having to. There's no clause that says, "Hey, if you use it, you make money. You have to pay me anything." There's no clause that said if you use the whole 30 days, it's going to auto renew. I don't do auto renew where I'm going to charge you. I don't do that. It's literally you come in, you try it out. If it doesn't work out for you, you just say, hey, I'm not going to use it. Even if you just want to look at it, see how it moves, you can just do that and just document it every day. Just document it. Again, for me personally, I only use that with the QQQ and the SPY. All right. If I'm not trading futures, when it comes to stocks and ETFs, right, or index funds or mutual funds, these are the only two I use it with, the QQQ and the SPY, and that's about it. All right, guys. Guys, you guys take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the live at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I may move the live a little earlier because right now the live is a bit it's not that late right now. It's not that late, so I may move it a little earlier, maybe right after my. I'm thinking about moving it to right after market close because I'm doing a market recap. So I may move it to that kind of time. But you guys, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you. Take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. Ciao.